So I had Swarm of Killer Bees. Pick an action movie star. Armed with a live T-Rex head on a stick and can take the form of anything water-based.
I had literally Insane Clown Posse. Pikachu.
Nice.
I had the top half is the Pope.
The top half of your Pikachu is the Pope.
Bring in the Popachu.
And I had covered in spikes.
The Popachu. You should have played Popachu. You go to one with Popachu.
I didn't know that I was going to get the Pope.
Yeah,
I really
Pope,
wanted to play
man.
a cat with a puppy musket for the iron.
I mean, for my opinion, like, for the ones that are a draw, because you can't see them coming, you don't already know what it's going to be. Like, I would most of the time go with the draw cards because they just add to it.
I almost had a blob man and a lot. That would have been even better.
I still remember we had a round where we played like one that you would most want to be around. Like it started out as like, who would you most want to date? But then we were like, there are a lot of ambiguous cards in here. Yeah. So we went with one that you most want to be around, and Ben got
spend a day with.
Yeah, Ben got Pikachu is a baby.
That's
like
cheating.
a little baby Pikachu.
That's unfair.
That's not cool.
Yeah, that's winning.
You can't compete with that.
It's like the Gandhi with butter hands. It's like,
Like,
we already knew he'd
What
won.
is he going to do? Make you a little oily?
We had one round. It was the funniest thing. It was, who would you least want to be trapped in a room with?
Oh,
Gosh.
We had two really good ones.
Joe's ahead.
Courtney got...
I think he'd be funny.
Courtney got a demon who can crawl on walls and can fly 5 feet above the ground.
I think it's 2 feet.
2 feet above the ground. So, something like that. Low flyer.
So,
And then the other one that we got was a blind nudist with butter hands.
That is
Feel you right
that
now.
is a hard card to beat and not want to be in a room with. So, even though we've ended the episode, do you guys want to play one more hand for laughs?
Sure.
And
Because I really enjoy this.
I remember
game a lot.
still getting one of those sets that was like one that you wouldn't want to be in a room with, and I got Canada and is a tween.
That's Justin Bieber. It's Justin Bieber. Dude, so my Canadian teacher, Dr. Stolte, he makes a bunch of Canadian jokes all the time. It's like his favorite thing to do. And one of his jokes that he does is like, he got asked like, what kind of music do you listen to in Canada? He's like, every Canadian only listens to Justin Bieber all the time, and occasionally Celine Dion.
Really?
It's obviously him making a joke.
Okay.
But his Canada stories are great.
Okay, are we going for win?
Oh, what do you guys want to do? Well, now we've looked at
I got nothing good.
Let's go.
let me
Let's
decide
play the
what
same
after
thing
I've
we
got.
were doing, since we've already looked at our cards, so let's just go ahead and keep with the lose
Okay.
for one
All right.
round. And then if we want to do something else after this round, we can change. Are you kidding me?
All right.
I did not get like any good combinations.
I got a Bloodborne character.
All right.
I
Here we
think that means you
go.
win.
Yeah, you might not get this one.
Okay.
But I want to play it.
All right. All right.
All right.
It's Connor first.
Connor.
All right. So I've got a cactus that's covered in eyes.
Ew.
So are they just like all stuck on all the needles?
Yeah.
That's
gross. Okay.
this is an important play.
All right. Connor's gross cactus.
So I'm assuming that this is
That's
referring to
alliteration.
Breaking Bad.
Okay.
But I have Heisenberg,
All right.
and he's walking 12 wiener dogs.
He's got a whole army.
All the wiener dogs are high on
think
meth.
he puts the drugs?
They're all, the wiener dogs are like really, really long because they're just stuffed with meth bags.
That's a weird round.
This round is already really gross.
All right. I've got a mime, and guess what? He's a hoarder.
But you don't know what he's hoarding.
He
He's just
hoards
lying to say that.
non-existent objects.
You know what we really should have done? We should have started recording just so that we could get like cuts from this part and then use them as like blooper reels and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Don't look. I am recording.
We'll put that in the blooper reel too. Go ahead.
I have a pregnant snake.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. All right, Connor.
All right. Let's see what my eye-covered cactus.
This is going to be a
gets.
really hard round to vote on. This is actually going to go to vote. We're not just going to be like, okay, that's the winner.
Yeah.
All right. So my cactus covered in eyes is locked in an antique diver's helmet.
You're just like, you see the helmet and you're like, oh, what's going on up in this thread? No!
It's like You see it in like an aquarium that's there for like children to see. This is what old diving equipment used to look like.
Okay.
And they look inside like, oh, mommy.
What's going on with Heisenberg and his wiener dogs?
This changed it from Bloodborne to Soma.
Yeah, it really did, actually. Okay, so Heisenberg is walking his 12 wiener dogs. He needs to protect his wiener dogs. So he's armed with a lightsaber.
12 wiener dogs in one hand.
I want a picture of this, man. I want a picture of this, because this is classic.
Heisenberg walking 12 wiener dogs with a lightsaber.
Jim will paint it. Will give me one of those.
Okay. My mind...
There's a Reddit thread that'll paint it for you.
Yes. We're going to get a red thread.
Ah, dang it. Okay.
Your mime who's a hoarder.
My mime who's a hoarder is armed with a tranquilizer gun.
You got enough.
So you gotta wonder, 12? Is it actually there, or does he just,
Oh, that's it's hard.
I think because of our armaments, we're currently not losing this fight.
No.
Okay, Joe, what do you have for your pregnant snake?
It has 2 extra arms.
Wait,
extra arms?
No, hang on. Extra arms, as in, I guess that would still be +2. So it's a snake. It's a pregnant snake with 2 arms.
Or
just like wrenching itself across the ground.
This is the grossest round.
We should have stopped playing.
Part of me wants to say that this is like David Hayter's snake, and so he's got 4 arms, but I kind of want a snake with 2 arms that is pregnant crawling on the floor.
Okay, so how are we classifying losing this fight? Like, if they were thrown in a room together with the intent to kill each other.
Okay, he's got a lightsaber.
He's got lightsaber.
Heisenberg is literally probably going to kill all 3 of you.
I've got a tranquilizer gun, so I'm not losing.
Heisenberg being hyped up on meth is not going to be affected by your tranquilizer gun, but you're not going to lose with a tranquilizer gun.
Yeah.
We're not going for winning, but we're not losing.
Yeah.
And
he's good. He's a cactus.
I mean, all of my spines are covered in eyes, but when it came down to it, I would outlive the snake just based on age.
I think it would be harder to kill the cactus because it's got those creepy eyes and it's got those spines and stuff.
Well, it's stuck in a diver's helmet.
Yeah, so it's got a suit of armor.
Yeah,
and both of you guys could kill this.
We're probably going to attack the creepy snake.
The tranquilizer gun is not going to really affect a cactus.
I'm gonna argue.
Neither is the poison from your snake.
I'm gonna argue that seeing this creepy pregnant snake with arms, Heisenberg is going to immediately either sick his wiener dogs on it or just swing the lightsaber and cut up the snake. So you're probably dying really quickly.
Yeah.
I think that the snake wins by losing.
I think the master of losing.
You're really good at losing.
He's won 4 losses in a row. My gosh, dude. We really need to pick a different game mode for the next one because Joe's dominating us.
Unless you win anyway, and it's like, well, we can just go home now.
Do we want to keep playing?
I would like to keep playing, yeah.
Let's do at least one more.
We'll play another round, and then I gotta head home.
Dude, we can almost make it through the deck.
Almost.
Oh, never mind, I'm lying.
No, we've got a lot more cards. I just pulled out these ones just to make it clean.
Now, I really wish that we didn't play test this at all with me. That's a good game. Or Exploding Kittens. I got both of those, and I didn't.
We can play other cards in other episodes. We'll probably do a couple more super fights anyway.
Well, they're back home and not here.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's gonna be
okay.
I've Settlers of Catan.
Oh wait, were we gonna change this round?
Yeah, we're changing around. What are we doing?
It's all right. Okay.
Yeah, put away your cards.
Don't look at them.
Oh right.
All right. It's all right. It's all right. Okay. So, what kind do we want to do? Do we want to do one of the mainstream rounds, or do we want to do something silly?
I kind of liked you guys talking about who would you rather spend a day with, or who would you rather be locked in, or who would you least like to be locked in a room with?
Okay. Who would? Okay, let's do that one. Who would you least like to be locked in a room with?
All
okay,
right.
that's a good game.
Good. If only I had my Bloodborne cactus.
Oh. So I'm not gonna play this card, but can I share it?
Sure.
Because Ben, the player to your left. I'm not gonna play that card, but I wanted it to be known that I have a Ben.
You, my friend, are a rude dude.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know what mine are gonna be.
All right.
So well,
I got that.
No, I started last round with.
That's good. We're gonna finish off 2 whole circles.
Yeah, that works.
So, you're going to be stuck in a room with one of these people, and you're trying to pick the one you really don't want to be in.
Yeah. You've got a room. You got 4 rooms in front of you. with these things in each one.
And
Which one?
You have to go into 3 of them.
Yeah.
So you've got to pick the one you don't want to go in.
Exactly.
Hermione.
With
a venomous bite.
Why would she bite you?
I don't. Well,
She has a short
Okay.
temper.
but if she did,
Might be worth it still.
yeah, it might be worth it to avoid that, depending on how bad the
Okay.
other cards are.
I mean,
That's the best I
Venom.
had for this round.
I've got the UN.
I already don't want to be in that room.
Venomous Bite. Duplicate 1 attribute.
The UN with a
With
venomous
Venomous
bite.
Bite.
that's a lot of people with venomous bites.
It's a bunch of people who can't agree on anything.
And they all have venomous bites.
It's
I think so far Ben's winning. That beats Hermione, I think.
You have to fit a lot of people into one
I
room.
would not want to go into the room with the venomous UN.
all of the UN in one tiny room.
I have Freddy, so I'm interpreting that as Freddy Krueger.
That's fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he shoots tear gas.
Okay, fair enough.
Now we have a competition
Yeah.
here.
The best I could pull out in this situation was a redneck wearing sharpened stilettos. Pick whatever gender you want the redneck to be.
Man, Connor, you are doing well tonight.
Alright, special attributes.
All right.
Oh no.
Take your
Okay,
turn.
your turn.
So our venomous Hermione.
Relies on heat vision to see. Hermione, are you okay?
The magic's gone too deep. Shouldn't drink so many potions.
We messed up the polyjuice potion real bad.
The UN with a venomous bite is riding a war elephant.
It's a lot of people on one
That
outfit.
room is miserable.
So, tear shooting Freddy used to be a bear.
I don't know
good
how
thing
much
he's
that
not-
really adds.
Wait,
But
it's Freddy Fazbear.
you know, with Freddy Fazbear shooting tear gas, my opinion is you're winning.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
opinion is if that's Freddy Fazbear and not Freddy Krueger, you're winning.
We have become memes.
All right,
All right.
Connor
All right,
Connor has to
this is-
beat Freddy Fazbear shooting tear gas.
I mean, if it was Freddy Fazbear, I could beat him in a fight because my redneck wearing sharpened stilettos also controls magnetism.
Honestly, I think you could survive in a room with this guy. You just have to make friends with him, and as long as
Yeah.
as long as you don't upset Hermione,
Learn how to play the banjo.
as long as you don't upset Hermione, you're probably fine. You can help her. You can help her get around the room since she can't see anything.
Honestly,
Yeah, that's
Freddy Fazbear
Freddy
shoots tear
Fazbear.
gas. Used to be a bear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Freddy Fazbear.
Yeah.
Joe,
I mean,
Joe
Joe
wins again.
Joe's really good at
yeah.
SUPERFIGHT,
We'll
dude.
just
All right, Joe. There you go.
I was also really tempted to play Miley Cyrus
You know what's
with
great
her hands
though?
glued to her
You know what's
hips.
great though?
Steal one.
I really
There you
wanted
go.
to play Mr. Rogers.
I also
this
had
turn.
an angel and the player
Like-
tier left,
Uh-huh.
so I didn't really have anything better than Hermione.
I couldn't play Mr. Rogers in that turn, so I really wanted to play it, but just couldn't do it.
As much as I want to keep playing, that's a good place to stop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll call that good.
We already know who's gonna win the next round.
Yeah, it's
right?
like it's not even worth it anymore.
Joe's the winner.
Uh,
Joe's the
Yeah, Joe wins tonight.